Hey everybody, this is Dara, and welcome back to Let's Play Faster Than Light. This is our first gameplay video, and we will be entering the game shortly. For now, I'm just going to be using the Kestrel, which is the very first ship that you can have access to, and the one that we used in the tutorial mission. I've also got a Type B layout, and I've got several other ships besides that I've unlocked. But otherwise, I'm just going to go with this. I've got Kaylee, Mal, and Wash here. If you guys don't know what reference that is, you have not watched Firefly. Right. I just felt like doing that. Anyway, normal is really, really hard, and I can barely beat the game on easy sometimes. So I'm just going to go easy, and we're going to jump right into the game. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. And there's a little tip. Anyway, here we are. I'm going to immediately get Kaylee in engines, Wash in pilots, and Mal can go ahead and man the... we'll have him man the shields. If we get another human, we'll put Zoe on the... Oh wait, no, we can't do that. Oh well. We can't rename people. You can't rename crew members that you get later. But yeah, he can be on shields. That's fine. Anyway, nothing to do at the beginning, but well, I guess power these up just in case. And jump. You find a rebel automated scout floating near this beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it appears to be deactivated. I can either attempt to download the ship's data stores, or just strip it for parts, and I get 14 scrap. Like you saw in the tutorial, but I probably didn't explain very well, scrap is basically cash in this game. You use it to to buy upgrades and shop at shops. I always try to attempt to download the ship's data stores because at the very least you fight it and then you get some scrap. So you accidentally reactivate the ship's AI, its weapons and shield immediately go online. Prepare for a fight. Okay. Now I am pausing the game. Is autofire on? Autofire is on. Don't want to use autofire with the missiles, again, because you'll just lose the missiles. But I do want to fire the missiles once at the shields and then take out the shields further with a 1-2 punch from the burst laser and see how well that does. Well, you know what? Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going for the weapons first. And now it can't use weapons or have its shields. And now I take out its piloting system. Oops. I didn't mean to use a missile there. Oh well. Whatever. I recouped my losses on the missiles, and I got more scrap than I would have otherwise. Oh, and 3 fuel. You use 1 fuel each time you jump. So fuel is very, very bad to run out of, because if you do, you're just left waiting until somebody finds you and gives you some fuel, or somebody finds you and attacks you, or the rebels catch up with you and you're SOL. You discover a nearby planet speckled with settlements, although none respond to your hails. Okay, so this was a very nothing happening jump. Those happen sometimes. I see a distress and a store. It looks like I can get to the store from the distress, so I'm going to hit the distress first and see if I can't get some more scrap. You arrive to find a ship floating among some debris. Hello, our impulse drives are shot and we can't jump. Could you give us some fuel? Sure, I'll be a nice guy. You give them the fuel. Thank you. Here, have this extra scrap as payment. And that's why it pays to be the nice guy. Much of the time, if not all. And let's stop by the store. You find yourself surrounded by a group of mysterious alien vessels. They hail you and apparently have some valuable technology for sale. Cool. The one time... Well, let's look at the screen first. Here I can buy our 3 main resources. I don't have any drone weapons. though I can buy drone control. I'm not going to, though, because I don't really care for drones, at least on this ship. You can also fix your ship here or buy augmentations. Sometimes these two things are different. Sometimes they're selling crew members, sometimes they're selling weapon types and things like that. But let's see. I've got a shield charge booster or a repair arm. Repair arm I don't like at all because it reduces your scrap that you find. The shield charge booster is very handy though. And while the only time I managed to beat the flagship at the end of the game was by using the crew teleporter, I'm going for the shield charge booster right now. And I might as well fix my 1 damage. And yeah, that's it. I'll save the rest of my stuff for later. Anyway, here is the line of rebel advancement, and this is where they're going to be. You can see I'm going to be swallowed up if I don't move out of here. Luckily, I'm going right there, and I'm going to stay ahead of the rebel line. An especially well-armed pirate ship approaches you. Hand over one of your crew members, and the rest of you can go free unharmed. Unharmed. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Right. Let's see. So our options are draw straws and send a crew member over to the slavers, like that's going to happen, or we will never surrender one of our crew to slavers, which I'm going to use. They're powering up their weapons. You can see they only have lasers. I don't know how powerful they are, though, so we got to be careful. Let's power up, or let's take out their shields and then their weapons. That's a very nice 1-2 punch that I use a lot of the time if I have an opportunity. Missile takes out their shields and leads the way for here. Oh, we surrender. Take one of our slaves as tribute. If you destroy us, they'll all die anyway. This is a really great thing about running into slave ships, is because while you'll never actually want to give up one of your guys, they'll readily give up their guys in order to escape with their lives. And it's a great idea to get them. Oh, here we got a mantis. I'm going to have him hang out in the weapons bay. Mantises are like humans. Well, everything is like humans because humans are really boring in everything. The thing about mantises is the mantis disregard for individual lives led to their evolution as a vicious warrior race. They do double damage in combat and move faster than all of the other units, all the other races, but they have halved repair speeds. And all of the different races are variants on the humans with added benefits and then a penalty usually. Anyway, these guys are really good in combat, so if I get any borders or if I get the crew teleporter, I can start using him. But for now, he's just on weapons, and he's fine right there. I'm going to have Mal repair the health bay before we continue. It's always a good idea to make sure all of your guys are healed up and all of your ship is repaired if you're in a safe location. And because they've surrendered and nobody's going to attack me right now, this is perfectly safe to just take a moment and repair some stuff and heal people up. Time to go to the next beacon, FTL beacon, and I detect another automated rebel scout ship. This one is attacking a small refueling outpost, and we want to defend the outpost. Detecting the higher threat, the automated ship moves in to engage your ship. Okay. Again, shields, weapons, charging him up, and fire. Now see that weapon that just hit us. This deals blue damage called ion damage, and you can see here that there's a delay lock placed on our shields. What this has done is it has hit our shields and put them out of commission for 1 second. Ion weapons always hit. They hit your shields first, and if they hit your shields, they target the shields. But if they hit something else and get through the shields, then they'll target that and disable that. But it basically doesn't do any damage, any real damage. It just disables a system. And now they just hit us with a laser that came across here and dealt our hull 2 points of damage. Luckily, we took their weapons out, so we should be able to take their shields out. And then we should be fine. These automated ships, I don't believe actually have anybody in them, and they aren't manned or anything, and they don't have air, so it's a really bad idea to teleport your crew over. But they do have these weird ghost people that kind of act as units, but they don't exist to your eyes. They just run around and sometimes they repair stuff. But yeah, anyway, the ship breaks apart and you quickly salvage what you can. So from defending that outpost, we got 1 missile, 1 drone part, which we don't need, and 15 scrap, which is good. And then the outpost also hails us and says, "Thanks for your help. We've been harassed nonstop by those scouts. Take this on the house." And they give us some stuff, which is very nice. And just from that trip, we got 30 or so scrap, some goodies. In general, really good idea to help people when you can. Let's see, I think I'm going to go around this way. It's generally a good idea to explore as much of the map as possible. Anyway, here we have scans revealing a large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners may discover useful materials while we wait for the FTL to charge. So we can either explore the asteroid field at the risk of damaging the ship, or just wait and leave. Except, where would the fun in that option be? Let's see, you happen upon an abandoned mining site. A few mining drones were left behind and could be repurposed. Drone parts and scrap. So that was really, really good. Not the best event that you can happen to you at that particular event, but it's still pretty dang good. I think I have time to swing around over here and see what's this way. You arrive near a damaged and dilapidated space station. It appears to be abandoned, but you detect faint life signatures on board. I can board the station and look for survivors, or scrap some of the debris. Let's explore. All around you is the stench of death and decay. The life sign readings must have been malfunctioning because you really doubt anything could be alive in here. You quickly return to the ship. And we got 10 scrap. Yeah, it wasn't a terribly interesting trip, but at least nothing bad happened. Oh, an especially well-armed pirate ship approaches you. Hand over one of your crew members and the rest of you can go free unharmed. No, we will never surrender our crew to slavers. They've got a drone. Drones basically are kind of weapons that you activate and then forget about them because they do all the work for you. The downside to having the drones do a bunch of the work for you is that you can't control where they shoot. So if you have a laser drone, you can't make an optimal laser cut across their hull. If you've got a missile drone, you can't target a specific system that you might want to take out immediately. So there's upsides and downsides to them. I don't really like them, but if you watch Uber's Let's Play of this, he uses the NG ship, which uses drones all the time. I don't care for them very much. Anyway, again, tried and true. Shields and then this. And it looks like, I think that is a missile gun. I'm still learning what all the guns do. Yep, see, missile gun. Enemy ship appears to be powering up its FTL. It's trying to escape. Okay, well, we know what to do about that. But first, we've got a fire. And no exit doors to vent the flames out of. So let's set this to target their engines. We can take out their engines real quick so that they aren't able to escape. Let's see. Otherwise, we need to take care of this fire. And for that, I'm going to pull... Well, we'll pull our shields guy and our... let's see, what are their... They have names, right. Mal and Kaylee to go put out that fire as fast as possible, because fire spreading is really, really bad and inconvenient. And you can see also it's damaging our guys. The slave ship is destroyed. They won't continue their evil trade, but many lives were probably lost on that ship. Yes, but it's better than having them escape. Anyway, those guys got damaged, and you can see that their drone is just kind of floating there. If you disable their drone control center, which is one of the systems that you can get, they will also just drones will also just drift like that and stop working. Anyway, time to jump. Let's go over here, because then I have the option of just going straight to the exit or stopping by one last location first. You spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to not have... Oh, it seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. It does not seem to want to engage you or you and your ship. These guys, you can either play the pirate and demand them surrender their goods, and sometimes you get some good stuff out of it, but they'll pretty much always try to run away, or you can avoid the ship. I'm kind of a nice guy. If they're not a combat ship, then, well, if they are a transport ship, they might be transporting something valuable that will help the rebel cause. So we're going to secure their cargo by force anyway. Yep, they don't want to fight, so they're trying to escape. Well, let's put a stop to that. Instead of targeting their weapons, I'm going to target their engines right off the bat, as well as their... Oops. Come on. Unpause. There we go. Their weapons will still be active, but hopefully I can live through whatever they shoot at me. Oh, and they missed. And there's their engines and shields down. Now I'm just going to set the laser to auto-fire at their weapons. And wait until they die. Really, that's kind of all there is to it. You can see their doors opening there. That's their guys running around trying to fix everything. Looks like they're trying to fix their shields right now. And we got them. Searching the remains, you find that the cargo was military-grade drone schematics. You bring them aboard to install on your ship. Defense drone Mark 1, scrap 25. So that was a good deal. Anyway, looks like I can make this jump safely. Uh-oh. Looks like we got unlucky, and we've got a sun going nova, kind of. This beacon has been placed too close to a supergiant Class M star. The ship will gradually overheat until you get out of here, or die. A pirate, apparently oblivious to the danger of the sun, moves in to engage. Okay. So basically we've got this danger sign, and every once in a while the sun will flare up, and we'll be hit by a solar flare which sets places on fire and makes life hell. It really does. So our best bet is to take these guys out quickly. Get their shields out, get their weapons out so that they're not adding to whatever damage the solar flares are going to do. I mean, they're going to damage their ship as well, but it's not a good idea to stick around here. In fact, I'm going to remove some... Oh, the day is yours. Show us your honor by allowing us to leave with our lives. We can accept their armor, in which case we get 3 fuel, 2 drone parts, and 14 scrap. Or we can not accept surrender at all and destroy them, which will kill them and also not give us quite this amount of stuff. It'll also usually give you less of the items and more scrap. And scrap is generally really good to have. Probably due to use some of it, actually. But for now... yeah, might as well take them out. I don't think they can harm us, only the solar flares will, and we can't jump away. Yep, see solar flare imminent. Flash and our sensors are on fire. We don't have need of our shields anymore, so I'm going to take Mal off shields to put out that fire. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material, so we got a little bit more scrap than we would have, but a little less fuel and a little less drone parts, which I'm okay with because we don't use drone parts anyway. Anyway, you can see in these locations, the FTL drive still has to charge before you can leave, so they're really dangerous. Adding power to your engines makes it so that you can charge the FTL drive faster. Also, in these locations, you cannot upgrade your ship at all. And that is not good. Mal 68. Get our Mantis crew member over here to help. And you can see our sensors have been damaged a lot. Oh, we should jump out before the thing gets more... Ooh. We can either go to the exit or go to the store. The store might be very useful. Yeah, let's go to the store. A ship engineer has set up a small shop here. Okay, so we've got a store that sells some crew members, which we don't really need. If they were a different species, I'd totally get them, but I don't think we need them for now. The crew teleporter, though, that is very tempting. Let's fix our stuff, and should I get the crew teleport? Or I can go with cloaking. Or I can just wait and upgrade the ship and buy these things later if I need to. Oh, one thing we can do, though, is sell this defense drone, which I will not need. Get plus 25 scrap, and then... buy a few missiles just in case. And... right. These guys are just going to work on repairing this before I jump again. Let's get power back to the med bay so that we can heal up. Mal's almost healed. There we go. And yep. Okay. So I was afraid of this. The rebel line is going just over the exit beacon. But we need to get to that beacon. So basically, we're in a bit of trouble. You found the exit beacon, but the rebels got here first. You must survive long enough to be able to jump to the next sector. Right, so this is a fight against a stronger enemy than usual this early in the game. So we have to manage to really beat these guys up, or get the FTL drive charged up. And in that light, I'm going to depower the medbay again, put power to the engines. It's not worth it actually destroying these guys because the most you get from them is one fuel item, nothing else. So you always want to get out of there as fast as possible. It looks like we damaged up their shields enough. Let's just hit them again just in case they start repairing them. Good, good. Uh-oh, fire. Let's get our... no, he's going to not be able to put it out very quickly. You know what? I don't care. You guys get in there. Put out those fires before... Oh, you know what? What am I doing? You guys get out of there. I'll just vent the oxygen from the room. That's always a good idea. Vent the oxygen. Come on, come on. Oh, and it looks like we beat them before our FTL drive charged up. Right, see, it says there's no time to salvage. You must jump away before the cruisers get in firing range, and they give you one fuel. The one fuel is if you get caught behind the lines, you have to be able to get to the next... without fuel, you have to be able to get to the exit portal. And no matter how hard that might be. Anyway. Otherwise, even though you see all of the rebel fleet around us, we're not in any danger from them. Warning, shield's critical. Come on, put out the fire before it spreads more. Okay. Right, so we can just hang around here. I think it's kind of funny that they let you just hang around and wait instead of immediately putting you into another battle. But you can repair up and then jump to the next sector. Here we've got our sector map, which shows us a bunch of places we could possibly go. Our choices for now were here. We can go to a rock-controlled sector or an uncharted nebula. Nebulas are really annoying because they remove your sensors, or they depower your sensors, so it's really hard to see inside your own ship and inside enemy ships if you have upgraded sensors. So it's a good idea to have like either a slug crew member, which allows you to sense without sensors, or just good equipment, because usually nebulas just found within systems are good because they slow down the rebels' advancement, but in nebula sectors they don't. So here we're going to go to the rock-controlled sector, but I will wait to do that next time, as this episode has already gone on pretty long. And next time we're going to continue on to the rock-controlled sector, and we will see what we find there.